Live tonight from the virtual Knoxville Raceway, the sprint car capital of the world, plays host to round number 8 tonight. The Rush Sim Racing Midget Super League. Good evening, race fans. Brett Wheeler joined alongside Mr. James Rice. Ricey, welcome back into the booth. Pleasure to have you once again for the ride here on a Wednesday evening.
Thanks, mate. It's good to be back here on a Wednesday night. Get ready for some midget action around here at Knoxville Raceway. Normally Knoxville hosts sprint cars, but tonight they're hosting the mighty fine midgets.
That indeed they are. Let's go trackside for the first of 6 heat races on the program for tonight. They were contested over 8 laps. The top 3 will move into the main event. We'll run into 3 B mains. Then of course we'll run into a pole shuffle and then our main event. Of course, we take a look at your ultimate DTV starting grid heat number 1, Brayton Davison and Michael Sellers in row number 1. Craig Shearman and Callan Arthur are going to start positions number 3 and 4. Jake Malcolm will line up out of position 5. Brandon Thomas going to start position number 6. Aaron Kelly going to start position 7. Dale Jordison lines up out of position 8. Travis Castagna out of position 9. And Aaron Hatton will line up out of number 10. Ricey, like a bit of Aaron? I like a bit of Akon.
You damn messed up, Ron.
Alright, well it ain't Balake tonight. Balake's not here in attendance. It's already started. We haven't even taken a green lap in green flag competition. But the lights are up on the iRacing.com page track. We'll have some surprise interviews tonight, right? So we're going to bring in the drivers. Consider this is a little bit of a longer racetrack. We'll bring the drivers in for a quick chat. But we get set here for heat race number 1, the Rush Sim Racing Midget Super League here at the Knoxville Raceway. As Sellers on the outside of the front row, the fast 4 media Andrew will see if he can get a good start. He will do so as Uncle Sam's man, Michael Sellers, will lead out of turn number 2 for the first time. Then you go back to Callan Arthur. He's now trying to hold off the likes of Dale Jordison and Craig Shearman. Shearman going to slide up. No, but Arthur around the outside. Look at Jordison trying to come back on the inside. And that 27 machine had the front wheels dancing down the front straight away.
Action further back, Brett, but Shearman, he's on the bottom side. He's getting past by Jordison at the moment. 2 wide going to turn 3 and 4, but out in front at the moment. Michael Sellers is in the top spot at the moment, then you're followed by Brayton Davidson, and then Callan Arthur in 3rd. But the 3-way tussle, Brett, Callan Arthur is in that bubble, top 3 go through, but there's action aplenty behind him with 3-weight action.
Now keeping an eye on the battle on for positions 3, 4 and 5 right now as Callan Arthur holds on to position 3. Then you go back to Dale Jordison, then Aaron Kelly. Keep an eye on as well, it'll be the 8 highest point scorers. So passing points format, that'll move into the pole shuffle, but you've got to make it into the main event. So you need to be in the top 3. So there's no point if you start 10th and finish 4th because that's not going to do you any justice. You'll have to get into the top 3. Look at the 71 machine trying to work the outside, little loose there, but he's now coming after your race leader of Michael Sellers down into 3 and 4. It'll be 5 down, Ricey, 3 to go this time by.
Side by side off a turn 4, that front wheels. The top two guys, Brayton Davidson and Sellers. Davidson gets that slide job done, and he's got that left front wheel hook, and Brett, he has taken the lead away from Sellers, but Sellers is like, no, I want this spot back, my friend. And he gets the job done once again. So Brett, Callan Arthur is looming in. Davidson, whoa! Let's just say, what a wheel stand, but he didn't buy a lot of ticket.
Oh, well, unlucky. Move on. We'll see him in the back of one of the B mains, but right now, Callan Arthur, he is coming after your race leader of Michael Sellers. Sellers now finds himself just half a mile away from the main event. It won't be it won't be a front row starting position in tonight's main event. It will be a spot in tonight's main event, though who knows where it's going to be, but we'll go into 3 and 4 for the final time. Lap times just shy of 20 seconds. At the moment, it almost feels like we're in USA, but off turn number 4, Checkered Frank is out, and there goes the win to Michael Sellers. Callan Arthur going to grab 2nd, Aaron Kelly 3rd, Aaron Hatton 4th, Craig Shearer, Donald Jordison, Travis Castagna, Brandon Thomas, and Jake Malcolm, the top 9 cars. Heat race number 1 is complete, Ricey. Heat number 2 is coming up next, and I've been told a bit of a stacked heat race. I think we can take a look right now at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid.
Alright, heat number 2 looks like this. Out of heat number 1 is the 29 of Joe Buttel. Out of 2, the 17 of Bailey Barnicoat. Out of 3, the 36 of Bradley Oldfield. Out of 4, the 56 of Jai McKenzie. Out of 5, the 77 of Brad O'Brien. Out of 6, the 097 of Caden Brown. Out of 7, the 67 of Hayden Cardwell. Out of 8, the 443 of Peter Honeybell. Out of 9, the 7 of Jock Goodyear. And running out our 10-car field, no surprises, the number 9 of Bowl Jerkley, Joel Berkeley.
Well, Hayden and Joel said that Heat 2 was pretty stacked. When you got Bradley Oldfield, defending champion, Caden Brown, name speaks for itself, Hayden Cardwell, name speak for itself, Jock Goodyear, Joel Berkeley, names that speak for himself. That is, that's 5 drivers that are very, very talented. This is going to be a very interesting heat race, and to think that even if those 5 drivers finish inside the top 3, 2 of those drivers are going to have to come from the back of the back of the field if they can get through the B mains.
Not wrong there, Brett. I think I'm going to get confused between the 2 9s in the field.
I'm surprised there's not 9 of them going around.
But
slick on a recruiting mission, I think.
Pretty much. But out in front at the moment, field lineup in rows of 2, and green flags aloft here. Bailey Barnicoat, not the best start in his arsenal, but is that Cardwell up into 4th already? Yeah,
that's Cardwell. Oh, look at Oldfield.
Well, Brett, it is 2 wide action. But Barnicoat and looks like Oldfield. But Brett, that's going to mix things up. But at the moment, look who's in 3rd spot.
Now looking at Cardwell in 3rd right now as Caden Brown put the slider there on Joel Battelle. So a couple of JBs in this one, Joel Berkeley and Joel Battelle. He's got the Bunnings warehouse. Make sure there's no onions about for him to slip over on that one, as there goes Goodyear. Goodyear now put the slider on Cardwell. Cardwell is going to take back the inside line down into turn number 1 and 2. Slide jobbing coming from Cardwell. No, he'll leave Battelle laying up on the top side of the racetrack. Let's look at Goodyear. Talk about trying to split the differences down into turn number 3. Wicking in and out. There he comes back as Goodyear works his way to position number 3.
Well, Brett, that was one of the best puns I've heard all night thus far. But Cardwell way up top.
It's only just started. We're 10.5 minutes in. You've given me a rap already. You beauty.
Caden Brown. The name speaks for itself, though. A very, very accomplished midget racer in real life. He's out in front. Then you got Cardwell in 2nd. Then you got Jock Goodyear, a established sprint car driver for World Series sprint cars. But Brett, can Cardwell catch Caden Brown?
0.4 of a second at the moment. Cardwell run on the slider line. Brown run on the top side. He'll cut down to the middle on the exit of turn number 4. We're looking at about 0.3 of a second down with 3 laps left to run. So, I mean, with the line that Cardwell is running at the moment, it might be easy to catch him. But trying to make that pass, he'll have to maybe stick to the bottom side or throw the big Hail Mary and just think he's a quarterback and try and throw that long, deep pass down into 1.
As we approach 2 laps to go here around Knoxville, as Cardwell gets a speculator in, but Caden Brown back on the outside. Here we go, folks. This is what we want to see, especially the heat race, as Cardwell goes up high, lifting up that front left wheel off the ground. As I say that, the final lap is upon us. Caden Brown. And Cardwell's on the top.
Crazy run!
He's got it! He had the crazy run around the outside. I bet you Caden Brown's thinking, what the beeping is going on here? But
I'm thinking that!
Out of 4, Hayden Cardwell. What a drive in that heat race. Wow.
That was ridiculous.
Hayden Cardwell in 1st, Caden Brown in 2nd, and Jock Goodyear in 3rd. That moves Berkeley, Patel, Bryan. Honeybell, Mackenzie, Oldfield, and Barnacote to their respective B mains.
That was dead set ridiculous.
Wow. I just can't believe it, Brett. That's just... Oh.
Who in the world does that?
A freaking legend.
Seriously. In all honesty, he probably had no right to win that. Alright, well, tell you what, we'll take a look at heat race number 3. We'll take a look right now at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Starting on pole in car number 15, that's going to be Brad Pascoe to his outside. Car number 6 of Connor Clark. Thomas Paul going to line up at a position number 3. Kobe Dent will start position number 4. Position 5 will be Hunter Brady. Brett Junior Morris lines up at a position number 6. Andrew Parks lining up at a position 7. Tyler Strala at a position 8. Hayden, get over to the MSL Discord now. Kane Della lines up position 9, and James Robbie going to start position number 10. The Gutterat's got some work to do. From 10th, he'll need to get into the top 3.
Yes, I think...
Hang on, look, now, we were told that we might be doing some special driver interviews. What in the freaking hell was that, dude?
Tub!
Tub? Mate, you nearly knocked the fence down all the way around. There was like a car and a half length to get through there.
You know, all I gotta say is Tub. I hate it for Caden.
What were you telling Caden when you were going around him?
Caden was actually in Discord with me, and he was like, we can talk about it, and I just didn't say a word, and he was like, what the...
Jesus. Alright, well, buddy, good win. What a drive. Yeah. What a move, and we'll see you later on tonight, buddy.
Yeah, thank you. Wow,
Hayden Cardwell. There we go. There, that was unreal. I guess we could see the other Discord of where they were in too, right? So that's why I asked the question: what was going through Caden Brown as he got past it. But here we go, heat number 3 of the Rush Sim Racing Midget Super League. We are green. We'll see. I'll tell you what, I've got a sneaky suspicion that Brett Junior Morris might just be the next car to derail the cushion, like we've seen in that last heat with Cardwell.
As I say, that further back, there is action further back is Kobe Dent and Hunter Brady getting together. But out in front at the moment is the 15 of Brad Pascoe leading the field away from Thomas Paul, and then the fight is on for that third and final transfer spot. As I say that, it's no longer anymore. Connor Clark and Tyler Stradlow getting together, but James Robbie running somewhere he not normally goes. He's in the middle, but he's sitting in P5.
Right now he's actually getting around Connor Clark for P4 as there goes Brett Junior Morris through the middle as well. So now it'll be 3 wide. So the battle is going to be on for P4 and 5. Look at James Robbie around. He is going to fall back to position number 9, and that's going to be a long way back as we keep an eye on the top 3 right now. There's Junior Morris running the cushion. Well, you know what? We're not going to call it a cushion. We're just going to call it the Hayden Cardwell.
I think that fits more around here at the moment. As
funny enough, he actually done it in a Berkeley car too. It was going to be spectacular one way or another.
There's no doubt about it, as Junior Morris is running that cardboard line, the newly formed cardboard line around Knoxville. But it's still Brad Pascoe out in the lead, holding his own. Very well done. And then it's Thomas Paul in second. Then you've got Tyler Stradlow in third. Now, he's going to have some company a sec here, Brett, from Brett Junior Morris, because he is coming from a rate of knots.
Well, I'll tell you what, look at him right up on the Hayden Cardwell. Look out, Stradlow around, Brett Junior Morris around. Kane Della goes on by. Connor Clark goes on by. So Morris going to fall back to P8. Robbie, well, a couple of laps ago, he was involved in the incident on the back straightaway, and he went back to pit road. So we've just got 1.5 laps left remaining in this one. Brad Pascoe leads from Thomas Paul. The battle on screen. Here comes Kane Della down to the inside. Slide job down into 3 and 4. Strala will now turn it back underneath him to the inside. They will drag race to the start-finish line. They've got 1 to 1. Here goes Strala with a slider of his own as Della moves back to the inside. The battle is on for the final podium position and the final transfer spot. Down into 3 and 4 we go. Brad Pascoe going to come up for turn number 4, victorious. Thomas Paul going to be second, third and fourth at the line. I think Kane Dillon just gets there. Kane Dillon got third. Tyler Strollo in fourth. 0.62 of a second. Connor Clark, Kobe Dent. Then you go back to Brett Junior Morris, Hunter Brady, Andrew Parks, and poor old James Robbie. He was 10th up to 4th. And unfortunately, he gets not so much taken out, just wrong place at the wrong time. He got tagged. And we've seen that a couple of times there, Ricey. That out of turn 2 on the back straightaway, driver's just catching that the backstretch wall.
Absolutely, Brett. As that wall does come out thick and fast, though. But I assume you'll have our race line up here. Heat race number 4.
Yeah, we'll take a look right now at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for heat number 4 of 6.
Alrighty, so out of P number 1 is the 00 of Chicken Legs, Matt McCutcheon. Out of 2, the 03 of Hayden Pascoe. Out of 3, the 91 of Jared Steen. Out of 4, the 21 of Brady Baldwin. Out of 5, the 042 of Noah Page. Out of 6, the 14 of Boyd Bowden. Out of 7, the 71 of Gavin Sadler. Out of 8, the 07 of Davin Cardwell. Out of 9, the 8 of Damien Butler. And running out a 10-car field, Brett, is the 25 of Aaron Hodgson.
Wow, this is a pretty good one as well. You got Minimac and Pasco. Don't know how Steeny's going to go. The track's still a bit tacky on the top side. He's got a cushion that he'll go nowhere near. The bottom side's slick, so he's going to be nowhere near the bottom side. So Steeny will go through the middle. Careful of Brady. Steeny, watch out. Keep your right rear tucked in because he might just ride over it. I'm sorry, Brady, but look, it's all in good fun. We've got another Cardwell, Davin Cardwell, younger cousin to Hayden. Got Damien Butler. Sorry, Damo, about this comment, but he ain't going to finish anyway. We'll see him in the B main. And you got Aaron, and you got Aaron Hodgson as well to come from the back. So again, not a bad heat here for heat number 4.
Yes, very savage as well. So, but it's all in good fun, as you said, Brett. But Chicken Legs Matt McCutcheon off the front row here with Hayden Pascoe. Here we go. Green flag aloft here for heat race number 4. Good start. As the field goes down to turn number 1 for 14, getting a bit tight there. But Hayden Pascoe, he's out to a early... sorry, that's Matt McCutcheon. He's out the race lead, as I say that. Pascoe looking for a slider. As, look at this, Brett. The number 7 of Brady Baldwin up to 3.
I was going to say which one. Generally, Davin Cardwell runs a 7 as well, but right there you can see him in the complete parts and equipment number 99 machine. So that's him in 5th spot right now. Jared Steen, told you we right through the middle. Oh Jesus, unfamiliar territory for Steeny. Not only in the top 3, but down near the bottom right near the slick. So he'll slide up past that one. Brady Baldwin around the outside. Your leader is Minimac, Matt McCutcheon from Pasco and Steeny. Not a bad couple of handy little peddlers in the real world side of things as well.
So out in front at the moment, Chicken Legs Matt McCutcheon still holding that race lead in that 00 Rush Sim Racing car. As Steeny's looking for a speculator on Hayden Pascoe. So at the moment, Steeny is holding on that bubble, that 3rd and final transfer spot. And then right behind them, you got Brady Baldwin battling it out with Davin Cardwell. Now, I'm surprised that the Davin Cardwell isn't running the Cardwell line right now.
I think he's a little bit too scared. Look at Minimac. He's working it upstairs too, I got to say, but he's actually pulling away right now from Hayden Pascoe out of turn 2. You see Minimac just moving out of screen. He'll come back in as Pascoe runs the low side. He run the slider line down into turn number 3. We got car upside down. It is Brady Baldwin in that newly painted Salem Motorsports. Well, what a way to debut that car as it goes upside down in turn 3.
But Steeny at the moment, he's holding on.
He's thinking it's Wreckfest right now. He's just throwing it in there.
He's just throwing it in there like he normally does towards Matt Wreckfest. It normally doesn't help him out too much. But with 2 laps... Oh! Matt McCutcheon upside down a big way. We'll see him later on. But Jared Steen, his heart will be racing right now, Brett, because he's not normally up the front here. But Steeny, he's got 1 lap to do it, Brett. Can he hold on? Can he hold on from that Hayden Pascoe car. Here we go, final lap now, folks. As Steenie run that slider line. We're looking for some protection there as well, but Hayden Pascoe's following suit on the back straightaway right now. We've got Steenie. I think Steenie will hold on here, Brett. It is quite complete. He will be fist pumping coming out of turn 4 right now. Well done to Jared Steen on that one. Well done for that E-Race win. So it goes from Steen, Hayden Pascoe, and Aaron Hodgson.
That's gonna be it's gonna be a pretty good interview, this one.
And then it's Boyd Bowden's Sadler, Butler, Page, McCutcheon, Cardwell, and Baldwin.
Ready? What's the bet when I ask him the question? He gives us a laugh first. Ready? How in the world did you win that one?
What a race.
There it is, the famous laugher. I was expecting that one first. What were you doing down near the slick?
I was just running where you told me to run on the stream, Brett.
I think Joel Burke was writing up a contract for you, seeing as though you got right through the slick.
Let's just go to the feature now, eh?
It's going to be a while since you next hit the racetrack, though. What do you think the track's going to be like?
Probably be real tacky, I reckon.
Just the way Tank liked it, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Good fun, Steady. Good win, buddy.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, there we go. Heat 4 winner Jared Steen. Let's go into heat race number 5. We'll take a look right now at your ultimate dirt to be starting grid. Your front row will look like this. Bo Oldfield in car number 84 will start position number 1. John Schultz lines up out of position number 2. Carl Hoffmans will start position 3. Rodney James will start position number 4. Position 5 is going to be Harry Stewart, and Callum Davidson lines up out of position number 6. Brad Robertson will start position 7. Kobe Stidham will start position number 8. Position number 9 is going to be Murray Howell, and that'll make up your 9 cars. Here in heat race number 5, the Rush Sim Racing Midget Super League.
Well, Brett, you've got your 9-car field, just not the 9-car that's in the field, though.
Really? You want to go there? Are we going with the puns?
Yes.
Alright, no worries. Let's, I can't even think what I said earlier on in the night. It was only like 15 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Alright, anyhow. Let's not, hope it's not an Oldfield out in front. Here we go. It's Oldfield. Look at him, 3 wide down in the turnover 1 and 2. Stewart trying to climb the inside line on the inside burn there, and they go 2 wide. Now it's going to be Bo Oldfield. Look out, contact, and tell you what, Schultz says, thank you very much. I'll go through to the race lead.
Schultz will be playing his cards very, very tightly, close to his chest at the moment, because he's out in front, running that high line, but right behind him is Bo Oldfield, and then you've got Carl Hoffmans on a charge right now. He's looking quick, Brett, and then you got Harry Stewart back there in 4th position. So the race is going to be on here very shortly as Bo Oldfield is starting to catch our race leader.
Tell you what, Stuart, he has had an opening 7 weeks. You'd probably rather forget about here in the Rush Sim Racing Midget Super League as Stuart slides up in front of Davidson, the United Sim cars. Going at it side by side down the back straight away. They're right in behind Carl Hoffmans as Hoffmans slow. Look out. Davidson slid up in front of Hoffmans. Hoffmans was thinking about going back for the crossover, but now we've got a battle on for the race lead. Schultz and Oldfield. Schultz on the outside, the 78. That's the black and white number 7. Is that a black and grey car? Either way, but the black and red car, Bo Oldfield. Working the bottom side. Stewart, big slider line with Callum Davidson. Get some grapefruits, get some coconuts, fellas, and run the top like a boss.
Well, at the moment, the grapefruits are certainly with Harry Stewart, because he's run the Carwell line and he's catching these 2 out in front. But John Schultz holding his own, though, with Bo Oldfield. But Harry Stewart is coming, Brett. He's got plenty of laps to do it. As I say that, he is challenging for P2.
Yeah, right now he'll cut it down to the low side on the exit of turn number 2 underneath Bo Oldfield for position 2. There he goes. Looking as there goes Bo Oldfield upside down on the back straightaway. Stewart, he looks for the daily doubles. It's not Jerry Vanskills. He's not going to throw any White Castles out there, but I'll tell you what, he's going to put the double one into P number 1 right now. We go into 1 and 2. Schultz tried to slide up. Stewart kept the foot in the bucket and drove on the cushion, and now will drive away from Schultz down into turn number 3. Callum Davidson, he was holding off Kobe Stidham back there for position number 4. As they come to the start-finish line, 1 lap left to run here at the Knoxville Raceway. Round number 8, I believe this is, of the Russian Racing Midget Super League. As heat race number 5 going to draw to a close here as we come into turn number 3 for the final time, and Harry Stewart going to go and pick up the victory here in heat number 5. Second to go to John Schultz. Callum Davidson going to come home third. Kobe Stidham in position number 4. Then we go back to Brad Robertson in position number 5. 6, I believe, will go to Carl Hoffmans, Murray Howe, Bo Oldfield, and Rodney James. What do you reckon? Should we get an interview with the dentist?
Absolutely, Brett.
Alright, let's see where they are. Pretty sure they're somewhere around here. I just can't find where they are. They're not even in here.
Wow.
What a bunch of spuds. Oh well, that's his opportunity gone. We don't wait on people around here. Just like we're not going to wait around to check out our Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for the 6th and final heat race of the night.
Alrighty, so out of P number 1 is the 50.
Just bear with us, folks. I've lost sound apparently.
Alrighty here, folks. We'll tent number 2 this. So out of P number 1 is the 50 of Clayton Davies. Out of 2, the 16 of Lockie Beattie. Out of 3, the 010 of Lance Baton. Out of 4, the 092 of Lachlan Horton. Out of 5, the 58 of Josh Flood. Out of 6, the 12 of Damon Mush. Out of 7, the 015 of Darren Lord. Out of 8, the 31 of Ethan Cooper. And running out our 9 car field, the number 3 of Jacob Dixon.
Just got to be careful of that third row. If it floods too much, Damon's not going to have much room to go off.
There's another part.
That's 2. Have a look, Josh Flood.
Oh God!
Look, 2 in the 1 sentence. Hey, you started. You wanted to start this back up, all right? Not me.
Well, we'll see what that third row can do as the pace car files off the racetrack. So Davies and Beattie off our front row here, folks. Our last heat race of the night, and what a jump by Lockie Beattie in that Bunnings warehouse where lost prices are just the beginning. He gets that jump. And then second,
you know why he got the lead going in down into turn 1. He threw out some onions again. That was the joke I said before.
Oh, he's gone. I don't know. He must be out of fuel or something. I doubt he blew an engine. That's just
slipped on an onion again.
That onion again. Absolutely. As Clayton Davies in there as a race lead, but not for too long as Ethan Cooper is going to challenge.
Yeah, Cooper will run on the top side of the racetrack in caliber 31. Damon Mush back there into position number 3. Lance Payton and Jacob Dixon battling it out for 4th and 5th right now as Dixon puts the slider on Baton. Baton on the iRacing.com 010 machine. Back in position 5 right now as Dixon finds himself 1 spot out of a transfer into that main event. Otherwise, he'll have to do it the hard way and come from one of 3 B mains I think we've got on the program tonight.
Yes, absolutely, Brett. They're 12-lap B mains. So there's 3 of them. As on screen at the moment, you've got Jacob Dixon and Lance Baton. As you said there, Brett, Jacob Dixon has some work to do. He's only got 1 more spot to fill, so he can transfer through. But that spot is taken up by Damon Mush. but he'd be pretty mushy right now, that's for sure. Ethan Cooper, and then you got Clayton Davies still out in front.
Yeah, we're actually on board right now with the V3 of Jacob Dixon. As you can see him just trying to run down the driver of Damon Mush and that number 12 machine. You can see the different line that these drivers are all running. You really get a feel for what the racetrack is like. Tell you what, I don't know if you just seen it then, Ricey, but with the onboard shot, especially in 1 and 2, take a look at the cushion that it is building upstairs, and we now will understand why that Hayden Caldwell ran that topside when he did. Just watch it right in the center of 3 and 4. It's about to come into the screen right now. Look at it, up on the fence.
That's a massive push, and that'll be pretty dangerous with these cars. But we're approaching, coming out of turn number 4, it'll be the white flag. It will be shown to Clayton Davies, which it does right now. As that push, especially coming out of 2, it has climbed up considerably. Then you got Ethan Cooper in second, then our top 3 is Jacob Dixon. So at the moment, Clayton Davies is strolling through turns 3 and 4 as he approaches the front straightaway and picks up heat race number 6. So well done to Clayton Davies. Second goes to Ethan Cooper. Third goes to Jacob Dixon. And then is Damon Mush, Lance Bainson, Lockie Horton, Josh Flood, Darren Lord, and Lockie Beattie running out a 9-car field.
Yeah, I'm assuming that a couple of penalties were handed out, especially for that start. It was pretty abysmal. I'm not going to lie on that one, Ricey, but anyhow, race control dealing with what they have to deal with. We've got points being tallied up for the drivers that had made tonight's main event, and the highest point scorers, the top 8, will go into a pole shuffle. That'll happen, or that will occur after the 3 B mains and during the warm-up session just before the main event. As we get set for B main number 1, it'll be 12 laps in distance. The top 2 will move into the back of tonight's main event as we take a look right now with Aaron Hatton starting on pole alongside him in caliber 14, Boyd Bowden. Craig Sherm going to line up out of position number 3. Gavin Sadler will start position number 4. Position number 5, it'll be Dale Jordison and Damien Butler out of position number 6. Travis Castagna and Noah Page out of positions 7 and 8. Brandon Thomas out of position 9. Matt McCutcheon position 10. Jake Malcolm and Davin Cardwell, your top 12. And Brayton Davidson out of 13.
Unlucky 13 for some, Brett.
Don't really care for others. Keep an eye on Jordison, P5, McCutcheon, P10, and Cardwell, P12. I think those 3 drivers got a point to prove here tonight, and well, they need to be in the top 2. So, if not 1, maybe 2, or who knows, all 3 may just unfortunately miss the cut. You need to be in the top 2, otherwise, it's pack it up, put it in the hauler, and go home. We'll see you back next week.
Brett, also one other driver everyone needs to watch right now is the number 8 of Damien Butler.
I give him 2 laps.
Wow.
Yep. And that's just because that's just because I like him.
So McCutcheon and I'm not sure who's in front of McCutcheon at the moment, but those 2 are banging each other. But Brett, take away for the very first B main.
A bit like Craig, he doesn't want to shear him. He doesn't. That's what gets said. B main at number 1, Minimac about to get a penalty for passing Noah Page on the inside. That won't be cleared, so I don't know how long Minimac will survive on the racetrack, but we'll go down through 1 and 2, top 2 right now. Here comes Aaron Hatton sliding back into lead. Sheeran looking to the middle of the racetrack. Boyd Bowden back there in second. Sadler in third. Sheeran fourth, and Dale Jordison back in position number 5. We'll keep an eye on Butler as McCutcheon running the cushion. He biked the left side, tyres up, and just take a look. Oh no, Butler! He somehow got through it. I'm amazed.
Well, he mustn't have walked underneath a ladder or seen a black cat, because he's still racing at the moment. But out in front, 3-way tussle. Wow! Dale Jordison with a big speculator on Boyd Bowden, and then you get Gavin Sadler as well. This, a second and final transfer spot there, Brett, is getting really hot. As I say, that Sadler spins it out of 4. but out in front at the moment.
Just watch this onboard shot, Ricey. This is all you need to see right here. Watch. Oh, here goes Minimac. Why do people get scared? Any time we show them on board, they get scared. Watch him through 1 and 2. Watch him go for the double. Watch those left side tyres just pick up. It's amazing to see that these drivers are able to bang off the cushion like they do, where the left side tyres really lift up. As he tags the back of Boyd Bowden. Bowden going to come back onto the racetrack, but tell you what, it is Aaron Hatton out in front, leading from Matt McCutcheon. That's your top two. Then you go back to Damien Butler. Well, he's done 3 times the amount of laps almost than what I gave him credit for.
Well, I bet she's probably listening to the broadcast right now saying some unholy words about you there, Brett, but...
No, I can tell you exactly what he's going to say. Shut up, I hope you get a flat. I hope you get a flat tire in your wheelchair.
Oh, nearly got thrown off there. He got half sideways going into one. But Matt McCutcheon, Brett, in second, and then way out in front is Aaron Hatton. But Brett, you can't discount Butler at this point because he's certainly got a point to prove.
Hey, he's trying to make me eat my words, and although if they're yummy, I'll definitely eat them, but he needs to get into the top 2. He needs to get by Matt McCutcheon, the double O machine just in front of him for Rush Sim Racing. But it is the United Sim Sports Valvoline number 8 of Damien Butler will be the first car. It's all for bragging rights at this stage, Ricey. That's the top, only the top 2 are going to make it through. But here, look at what is Minimac doing? He's rolling the cushion. You see that rear end just lift up and bounce and back down. It's almost like he's on a trampoline, a pogo stick.
As Butler had a good speculator, but Matt McCutcheon coming out of, was going into turn 1 and 2. His car was bouncing to the point of nearly losing it. But that camera shot there, Brett, wow, that was a good shot there for the guys going back on the back straightaway. To say the McCutcheon upside down.
Just the shot I wanted.
And then Damien Butler has moved into P2, Brett.
Wow, you wouldn't read about it. You know what? Someone from United, and I know you're listening, get him right, get him over here as soon as this B main is done. I want to have a chat to this guy because it's not often that he finds himself, I don't want to say the main event, but at the right spot at the right time. 9 out of 10 times he finds himself on the other end of bad luck, but tell you what, Aaron Hatton has got a 3.6 second advantage right now as he goes down into turn number 3 and 4 for the final time. Checkered flag is out, and Aaron Hatton going to be victorious. Second across the line will be Damien Butler. He finally locks in to a Rush Sim Racing Midget Super League main event. Everybody else, well, it's for bragging rights. Boyd Bowden home in 3rd, Travis Castagna 4th, Jake Malcolm, Gavin Sadler. Everybody else is done.
I can't wait for this interview, Brett. It's going to be a perler.
Well, tell you what, Ricey, why don't you take us through our Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for B main number 2.
Alrighty, so B main number 2 looks like this. Out of 1, the number 9 of Joel Berkeley. Out of 2, the 52 of Kobe Stidham. Out of 3, the 29 of Joel Boutel. Out of 4, the 24 of Brad Robinson. Out of 5, the 77 of Brad O'Brien. Out of 6, the 504 of Carl Hoffmans. Out of 7, the 443 of Peter Honeybell. Out of 8, the 53 of Murray Howell. Out of 9, the 56 of Joe McKenzie. Out of 10, the 84 of Bo Oldfield. Out of 11, the 36 of Bradley Oldfield. Out of 12, the 62 of Rodney James. And running out a 13-car field, once again, unlucky 13th, number 17 of Bailey Barnacote.
All right, well, tell you what, as the grids finally catch up to where Ricey was going, I'm going to bring in this driver as he drives the United Sim Sports number 11 machine. Dalo, bit of good luck tonight.
Oh yeah, in the B main it was D main it was alright.
Well, luckily for you, you don't have to go through the other alphabets, you know, through the C and C. It all just goes tacks on, you know, straight back to the main event. You got some good car speed in that machine. What are you going to do later on tonight in the main event?
Probably just keep running the cushion. There's a bit of a cushion building up, but halfway through the turns it likes to straighten you, so you just got to predict it. Definitely helps when you got someone like Harry Stewart spotting for you, so that definitely helps.
Just be careful of your spotting sometimes, especially at a track like this. I tell you, you can take that back over there and just ask Bradley how that goes. But hey, Damo, well done on making the transfer, making it into the main event. We wish you the best of luck, buddy.
Thanks, mate.
Well, Brett, here we go. B main number 2 is green as Berkeley and Stidham on the front row as Berkeley drifts up onto the top side and he gets the job done. I'm pretty sure he had a big lick at the fence there as well. As in third is Joe Boutel, where lost prices are just beginning as he slips on another piece of onion. And there's cars going everywhere, Brett, further back. As Brad Robinson on sideways as well. But at the moment, the action is on for third between Peter Honeybell and Brad O'Brien.
Yeah, watching Kobe Stidham in the 52 machine for Fast 4 Media in, I believe it's the Fast 4 Media esports team that they run for as well. So, good old friend of ours, Carlos Shaw, long-time supporter of sim racing in general, but again, running in the second position as Berkeley running upstairs through turn number 1 and 2. Peter Honeywell now trying to get a run on Stidham down into turn number 3. This will be lap 3 of 12 complete. So we've still got 9 more circuits around. We're going to watch Berkeley here because I get the feeling either that car's going upside down or he's going to get a little bit scared and just run the slider line.
As you say that, Brett, he just ran the slider line then, 1 and 2. And then you got Cobe Stidham in second. He's fast approaching Berkeley. He just caught him right a knots, Brett. So this race is definitely not over by a long shot. We're only into lap number 5 as Stidham is slowly and surely nipping at the heels of the Burkinator, Joel Berkeley from Queensland. That number 9 slick car. And then we got the battle for third. Peter Honeybell and Murray Howell, Brett, further back. So you can't say there's no action on track because there's plenty of action.
I get the feeling someone's filled up that fuel tank and thrown a couple of sandbags just on the back of that number 9 machine to maybe come from position 23 in tonight's main event, although it's still a 20th starting spot up against a 23rd. So, I mean, you're looking at 2 rows essentially from these first and second finishing positions. However, if he's not too careful, Murray Howell has made the move right into position number 3 as Peter Honeybell gets shuffled back to position 4. But again, the distance between Stidham, who sits in second, and Murray Howell was about 0.6 of a second. But down through the middle of 3 and 4, it closed up to just over a tenth. But as they come across the start-finish line, you're looking at 0.4. So right now, if I'm Kobe Stidham, I'm going to want to pull my finger out because Murray Howell is slowly closing in the gap.
Yeah, so Murray Howell kind of using that mid-ish slider line, Brett. It's not really a massive one for sure, but surely gets the job done. As Berkeley once again leads another lap here in this B main number 2, as he has a little bit of wiggling out of turn number 2. But I'm pretty sure that car will be on rails. He's got that set up working beautifully. Oh.
Every time you say that, and that car it starts to pick up, it picks up the left side tyres and starts to dig in. That's when he starts. I guarantee he's probably puckering up just then.
I reckon he's probably just going, well, either win it or bin it. That's the mentality. As we approach 2 laps to go here, Brett, as the second spot is now up for grabs between Stidham and Howe. I don't know how didn't manage to end things like that.
Yeah, I see what you did there. I see you throwing it in there, I see.
As he gets the slide job done with 1 lap to go coming across the start-finish line. The second transfer is up for grabs. Oh, Stidham! What a move, but I'm not sure how that's going to play with the stewards. But Brett Berkeley has gotten this nailed. So he will cross the line in first as Howe.
Ultra's going to probably get this here.
Oh, not quite. I don't know how that's going to play out, but well done to Joel Berkeley taking the win. And obviously we'll find out from Race Control for second, but the rest of the drivers, O'Brien, Hoffman's, Honeybell, Stidham, Barnacote, Buttel, Oldfield, Robinson, James and Mackenzie will all file their cars back into the transporters and pack her home.
Well, here's the thing, and I wouldn't want to be on Race Control. Now, Race Control's obviously got, they'll have a bit more time to adjudicate on the final decision of that one. But say, for instance, if Howe gets deemed put back, if he gets deemed at fault for that contact, the first and only vision that we saw, he pretty much moved him out of the way.
Yes,
if he gets DQ'd, that technically won't actually put Bradley Oldfield up into that position because the race is already finished. So we could be set for a potential 23 car field, or you know what? We'll let Race Control deal with that one. Let's take a look at our Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for B Main number 3 here live from the virtual Knoxville Raceway. Sprint car capital of the world, and Tyler Stralo and Damon Mush going to start positions number 1 and 2. Positions 3 and 4 will be Connor Clark out of position 3. Lance Payton lines up position number 4. Kobe Dent will start position 5. Lachlan Horton going to start position 6. Brett Junior Morris out of position 7. Josh Flood, and thank you for those stars, Floody as well. He will start position number 8. Position 9 going to be Hunter Brady. Darren Lord out of P10. Andrew Parks out of position 11. Lockie Beattie out of P12. And Brady Baldwin. Well, in fact, I think I'm going to get James Robbie and Brady Baldwin out of 13 and 14. So 14 cars in the final B main. Top 2 up for grabs. What's going on, Mr. Calamoda? I hope everybody out there in the Facebook and YouTube land is enjoying the action here on Ultimate Dirt TV.
Well, Brett, I'm pretty sure. Where is he? I'm trying to find his car in the field here. Josh Flood would have flooded you with stars, yeah?
Oh, wow. All right, no worries. Oh, Lord.
Game on.
No. Oh, look. Oh, Lord. Yeah, Darren's here. Darren Lord's in this field.
Yeah, that's a good one. Now I'm trying to find someone else's last name.
I mean, it's bad that I had to say that joke 3 times for you to actually click on to what I was actually trying to say.
Well,
I wasn't trying to put a dent in your confidence.
Well,
because Kobe's out there.
It didn't make me mushy, that's for sure.
Stop trying to beat me up. Anyhow, green flag is out. Tyler Stralo, Damon Mush as we go down into turn number 1 and 2. You need to be in the top 2 for the final chance, the final B main of the night. And look, it's coming on the outside, the 51. Stralo 3 wide down into turn number 3. Kobe Dent to the race lead. Connor Clark, James Robbie with a slide job on this contact. And we've got a car around. It looks like it might be Darren Lord and Andrew Parks are at the back. Tyler Stralo involved in that one. But the top 3 are on screen right now. Dent, Clark and James Robbie. What can the gunner do here? He has still got 10 laps to make something happen. We'll focus in on the battlefield positions. Number 2 and 3 is Robbie. That could have been a chance gone begging, but thankfully he's still got 10 laps to run.
Well, Hunter Brady was hunting him down for breakfast, but Robbie at the moment, he's not normally running that high on the track, Brett, I'm just saying, but he's now approaching Connor Clark, who's in that second and final transfer spot, but out in front, Kobe Dent, running a very, very nice MG Contracting SRT car. But the battle is on. Here we go, Brett. Slider from James Robbie. Wow, that's a new one in his arsenal as they are going too wide, going to turn number 1. Brett, the action is on.
Yeah, Clark and Robbie trading sliders. Look at the run Clark just got. He caught the cushion and then drove away from James Robbie. Then Robbie reeled him back in on the bottom side of the racetrack. Hunter Brady upside down. That is spectacular. Oh boy, Lachlan Horton going to move into position number 4. Lockie Beattie position 5.
Oh no! Robbie is out. Wow, that move wasn't really a move, but Kobe Dent got a bit out of shape going to 1, and Robbie just really had nowhere to go. But that's going to be a 1 for the stewards. But Connor Clark regains that P2 spot, Brett.
Yeah, well.
Wow.
Yeah, we're halfway home. 6 down, 6 to run. Kobe Dent in the 42, out in front, leading Connor Clark. You see, Dent, I think, Ricey, this track right now, I'm actually just the prospect of, Kobe, out of fuel?
Out of fuel.
How do you not put enough fuel in for a 12-lap B main? I mean, even if it was an 8-lap heat race, he's still a lap shy.
Yeah, I really don't get it, but
you need to fire that. We need to fire that crew chief. Just saying.
Connor Clark regains, or doesn't regain. He actually inherits the race lead. But right behind him is Lachlan Horton. He's come out of nowhere. That number 70 car. So Brett, I wouldn't discount Horton at all just yet.
Look, there's still about 3 laps left to run this time by, down into turn number 3 and 4. Horton, slider line. Clark turns it underneath him. Yeah, I just going back to what I was saying before, Ricey, before Kobe Dent decided to interrupt us and let everybody know that he was out of fuel. We've got a couple of different lines. We've got a top, we've got a slider line. If you're somehow good enough to roll the bottom, there is a potential 3 different lines on this racetrack at the moment. Although I think it's 2. It's slider line or run on the cush.
Well, your car would have to be set up pretty tight to run the bottom, and you got to run that throttle control pretty well. But Brett, at the moment, Lachlan Horton coming out of 4 right now will take the white flag in this B main number 3. But they're pretty spread out at the moment, Brett. As I say that, Bunnings Warehouse is in 3rd.
Yeah, a couple of different sausages being thrown down right into the hallway, but unfortunately none able to find the mark right now. But checking flag off a turn number 4, Lockie Horton. Going to pick up the win in B main number 3. Second to go to Connor Clark. Everybody else from 3rd on back with the bragging rights for Lockie Beattie. Beating home Tyler Strollo, Darren Lord, Josh Flood in 6th, Lance Bainton, Andrew Parks, Kobe Dent and James Robbie. Then we went back to Hunter Brady, Brady Baldwin, Brett Jr. Morris and Damon Mush was the 12 cars and stars in that one. And Ricey, guess what? We have got a pole shuffle up next, and I've already been given our lineup.
Well,
do you want to hear the first 2 cars?
Yes, please.
Caden Brown and Jacob Dixon.
Ooh.
6th spot, Kane Della. 5th spot, Jock Goodger. 4th spot, Aaron Hodgson. 3rd spot, Ethan Cooper. 2nd spot, Harry Stewart. And potentially pole position, but the highest point scorer, Hayden Cardwell.
Well, the one man to watch in this pole shuffle is Cardwell for sure, Brett. He will be honking on that top side. Let's see if he has got another rabbit in the hat.
Well, the thing is, right, even if he loses that race, the worst he's going to start is position number 2. So, being the highest point scorer, he's already secured himself a front row starting position. That's not a bad effort considering that the movie pulled on Caden Brown, and you just got to wonder how much could that have changed things if Caden Brown actually had to settle up and not let Hayden Cardwell pass Caden Brown on the top. So for Caden Brown, the inside car. On the outside, Jacob Dixon. We get set. The first of 7 pole shuffle races on the program. 2 laps, winner stays on. The loser goes back to pit road. Green flag is out. It is Caden Brown sliding up to the cushion on turn number 1 and 2. Where does Dixon go? Down into 3 and 4. He helps to stay upstairs. Brown slider line all the way through turn number 3 and 4. The white flag will be this time by 1 lap left to run. Loser going to start position number 8. Caden Brown just too good at the moment. Running that slide job line as well. Jacob Dixon finds himself a fair way back behind the 097 machine of Caden Brown down into turn number 3. Out of turn number 4, checking fire gears out. Caden Brown advances. Jacob Dixon, he will start position number 8.
Now, one thing that you have to play on the minds of some of these drivers, especially starting out in the early stage of this pole shuffle, Brett, is fuel. Now, we have seen time and time again some of these drivers miscalculating fuel. So let's hope some of these guys calculated their fuel run. But out on track right now is Kane Della, Brett.
Yes.
So which line will he pick?
Surely he's got to go to the bottom, I reckon.
Yes, he surely does. So Caden Brown will be looking for a very good start on the top side because he doesn't have that slider line to work with now. So as the light is shown from Alan Tacken here, as the green flag has dropped. Good start between these two, Brett. As Della moves to the slider line and gets that line pretty well, but Caden Brown back on the inside and gets the run. Good run for Caden Brown. He was at lightning speed, like Lightning McQueen. So he runs the bottom going into 3 and 4. The white flag will be upon them right now. What can Kane Della do right now? Running that top side, hitting that cushion. But these two are pretty much, far apart at the moment. So I'm going to safe to say here, Brett, that Caden Brown will take this away, which he does so. So well done to Caden Brown. He moves through one more. And Brett, who's our next contender?
Jock Goodyear.
Oh, this is going to be good.
I told you, some of the names in this pole shuffle. Out rolls the D&B Goodyear Development number 77 machine. The Slick Sim Sports. Jeez, Caden Brown. These are probably two of the youngest and hottest prospects on the market today. Caden Brown, Pup, as he's known. Now these two guys will be in the same Discord, so this is going to be interesting to see how this one plays out. So it is Goodyear on the inside, and there's in the number 7 machine. Brown on the outside, and the black and gold machine. We make our way up for turn number 4. 2 laps is out. Not sure whether Goodyear was sleeping on the start, but Caden Brown got a good start. No start on that one. Race Control going to call that one back up.
Yeah, I'm not sure, Brett, if Jock didn't go or if Caden Brown just got a really good start, but I'll see what happens here in this take number 2 in this pole shuffle.
Yeah, take number 2. Yeah, number 2 for 2. Anyhow, Caden Brown, speaking of 2 for 2, he's actually got 2 for 2 right now in pole shuffles. Looking to make it 3 in a row. Green flag is out. We're underway. Brown on the outside. Goodyear on the inside. Brown upstairs. There goes Goodyear with a slide job. Brown looked across back underneath him now out of turn number 2, and the race is on down the back straightaway. Brown's got some serious speed in that 097 machine. He stays locked to the bottom side of the racetrack. The front wheels dancing all over that inside berm. He leads by 2 car lengths down into turn number 1 and 2. The white flag is out. A lap to run. Goodyear on the cushion and trying to make it by Caden Brown. Unable to do so down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Brown again, the left front dancing on that inside berm. He goes through the slick. Goodyear gets a run on the outside. Not enough time. And Caden Brown goes 3 for 3. Ricey, can anyone stop him?
Well, I was going to say that Ethan Cooper was in the pits. He was very eager, but it's not his turn. But Aaron Hodgson driving out of pit road here.
I think from memory he started 10th and finished 3rd in his heat, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm not quite sure, Brett. You're probably not wrong. So, he picks the top side. So Hodgson will challenge Caden Brown. Can he stop Brown's 3 for 3? So as these two cars roll around into turn number 4, as Alan Tacken drops the green flag on these two in this pole shuffle. A good start from Caden Brown using that slow line. Well, I was going to say he was going to use the slow line, but he went to the bottom. But look at the run as Hodgson got out of turn 2, Brett. That's the same line as Caden Brown used the race before. So the white flag will be upon these two at the moment as Caden Brown using the bottom side. Oh! That was too close to call, but Caden Brown had to hold up a bit, but he certainly still got that lead. So I'm pretty sure right now, as Hodgson looking for another way, just quickly to get past, but he doesn't get the job done though. So well done to Caden Brown. That's 4 from 4.
That's 4 in a row. He is looking for 5 in a row. I've got to wonder. Now, I'm hoping that he's not out of fuel, because I would love to see Caden Brown go from 8th to challenge Hayden Cardwell and get redemption. Next car out onto the racetrack, Ethan Cooper. In car number 31, the black and pink mobile on screen. He will choose the inside line. It doesn't matter where you go at the moment. Caden Brown, whether he starts on the inside line, he just rolls the bottom. If he starts on the outside line, he'll roll through the middle, slide up to the cushion, drive it back down to the bottom of the racetrack and get to the bottom first. In turn number 3 and 4, the green flag is out. Cooper and Brown. Well, Cooper and Brown synonymous with Midget Racing, but not the Cooper and Brown that you're thinking of. Although Caden Brown, he leads by about half a car length down in the turn number 3 and 4. Cooper will need to find a way around him because Caden Brown is not going to get off that bottom side of the racetrack as he shuts the door on the exit of turn 4 as Cooper now. He'll slide it into the top side of the racetrack, drive it back through the middle, but the gap just seems like it's getting further and further away from Brown back to Cooper. Brown, 5 on the trot at the moment. There it is, check and flag is out. Brown has earned himself a worst case scenario, a P3 starting position. But Ricey, the driver that comes out next, he's no slouch either. Young gun of Harry Stewart. Brown's gone back to pit road. I think he's out of fuel. He will not be allowed to get. He will not be allowed to refuel that car. So Brown, obviously letting race control know that, hey, listen, I am out of fuel, and he has pulled that car up. So he will start position 3, which means
that has to be guttering for him though. Well, Cardwell, Harry Stewart. Oh, I'm glad I'm not there. So, Hayden Cardwell in that Slickson Sports number 9 with, here we go. So, as these two guys going to turn, number 1 is Harry Stewart, looks to the top, and he slides back down, and then you got Cardwell on the bottom, blocking that maneuver. So, very, very good job there as Stewart, looking way around, goes to the top side, gets that cushion, he gets out of shape, and he's in the wall. So, that will basically mean Cardwell will go through, and I'm pretty sure, Brett, Cardwell starts off of P1?
correct. Stewart's going back to pit road. Cardwell, there's no need because the checkered flag has already been thrown here on the pole shuffle. Driver's going to get about, I want to say about a minute or so on the racetrack for drivers that haven't seen the racetrack since the opening couple of heat races. They've had to wait a fair while that is happening as well. We'll take this opportunity right now to step aside right here on Ultimate Activate and come back in just a few moments' time. And our 30-lap A-main event is on the other side of this. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Ultimate Dirt TV's coverage of the Rush Sim Racing Midget Super League here from the Knoxville Raceway. Right here on Ultimate Dirt TV, Brett Wheeler joined alongside James Rice. Our 30-lap main event is just about to start. We'll go through your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid before we go. I want to thank our sponsors first and foremost here at Ultimate Dirt TV. Big thanks to Wicked Cushion, World of Thunder iRacing League, DirtFan.com, ISBC Broadcasting, iRace Wraps, and Critical Hit Baits. That their support, none of this is possible. And of course, a big thanks to, of course, Rush Sim Racing, Cush Clothing Co., 87 Creative for all their support over at the Midget Super League. It is time for our 24 cars in tonight's A-main event. It'll be 30 laps in distance. Now, we're going to go through the Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. But a reminder, all the positions other than the B-main drivers will be incorrect, so the grid won't actually come up on the screen. So starting position 24 is Connor Clark. He's inside Murray Howe, going to start position number 23. Damien Butler will line up out of position number 22. 21st spot is going to be Lachlan Horton. 10th row outside, Joel Berkeley out of position number 20. Aaron Hatton lines up out of position number 19. Those 6 drivers made their way in from tonight's A-main event. From the B-mains into the A-main. John Schultz going to start position number 18. Hayden Pascoe lines up out of position 17. Thomas Paul starts position number 16. Callum Davidson out of position 15. Clayton Davies out of position 14. Brad Pascoe out of position number 13. Callan Arthur out of position 12. And Aaron Kelly lines up out of position number 11. We go into the top 10 right now. Michael Sellers starts position 10. Jared Steen starts position number 9. 8th is going to be Jacob Dixon. Kane Diller starts position number 7. Jock Goodyear out of position 6. Position 5 is going to be Aaron Hodgson. Ethan Cooper outside second row, position number 4. Caden Brown out of position number 3. And your front row on the outside, Harry Stewart out of position number 2. And Hayden Cardwell going to start out of pole position. The white flag. Now the green flag has been thrown. You're about to see lap 1 of 102. That is not going to be the case. We are not going to be running a 100-lap main event. You certainly do not have enough fuel in the car. So we'll go around a couple of times. We'll get the lineup sorted. Once we get to lap 2 of 102, the drivers will be told that they are going a green flag. So to start lap 3, that's when we're going to start the 30-lap A-main event. So the white flag will come out at lap number 32. Ricey, if we see a caution, we'll just tack on 3 laps. And then if we see one yellow, it'll be lap 35. If another yellow comes out, lap 38, and so on. Ricey, I've got to ask you, who's your pick for this one, buddy?
You can't discount Cardwell. He was fast last week, and it's going to be very doubtful that anyone can challenge him. But anything can happen in the world of iRacing, and you could see Harry Stewart challenge, or you could see someone further back like Goodyear or Berkeley. So you never know.
This is my prediction. Ready? Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam's men go first and third. Cardwell, and then I'm going to say Jock Goodyear gets second, and then I'm going to go Michael Sellers in third. Is even Sellers even in here? No, he didn't even grid. So I take that back. I'm going to go Aaron Kelly for third. No, Jock Goodyear third. I don't know what I want to do. It's too many things to choose from. Okay, so in fact the drivers just had to go around one more time. So the white flag is going to come out at lap number 33 now.
So it is going to be green this time by Britt.
By the looks of it, all the lineups look correct, I should say. I don't understand why people are running into each other, but anyhow, it is what it is. Our main event, the Rush Sim Racing Midget Super League here at the Knoxville Raceway. It's time to get dirty for 30 as the green flag will fly. 23 of us from 3 countries, Australia, New Zealand and America, as they take to the green flag through turn number 1 and 2 right now. Cardwell staying on the low side of the field, 2 by 2. This battle right now going on for about positions 3, 4 and 5. Caden Brown in second. They're 3 wide. Della, Hodgson, Della through the middle, Hodgson on the inside. Stewart was upstairs as well. Look at him. Look at 3 wide down into 1 and 2. Oh, Ethan Cooper, John Goodyear. He gets the back of Cooper, but they kept it going. 3 wide down the back straightaway once again, Rossi. It is on.
It is definitely on as Stewart is on the top side. You got Hodgson down on the bottom. And right in the middle of that sandwich is Kane Della. And they, so close. Della nearly got it done. But wow, action is on. But in front though, Brett, Hayden Cardwell running the bottom side like a boss. Then second is Caden Brown. Then third is still on between these three drivers. But you got Jacob Dixon in the mix as well. And then you've got the number 2 of is that Kelly, I think?
It's Dixon and Kelly running nose to tail up on the inside. Oh, Stewart! Della now on the inside of Kelly. Man, they are getting desperate in the early stages of this one. This is lap 7 complete. Now that's including the first 3 laps. So 4 down and 26 to run. Hopefully we'll see the laps coming up on the screen in just in about a couple of laps time if we stay green. But Stewart trying to make the pass on Kelly right now. Rice, oh look at Kelly up on the inside, talking about making a move in debuting that new car for the DMS team. And well, I made the J to him, then I went into their channel. I was just sliding right into the DMs, Rossi.
As Dixon now as a challenger of Kelly right behind him. Kelly is getting that bottom groove quite well as nearly out of shape. Nearly a slight contact is Harris Stewart looking for a way around. But most of these guys are on the bottom now, Brett. But at the moment, Hayden Cardwell still out in front, but he's moving into the mid-groove now, and now Caden Brown is now catching.
Yeah, just watching the lap times at the moment, that was 2/10 slower, so whatever Hayden Cardwell did just then, it was 2/10 slower than what Caden Brown was able to do there on the previous lap, 21.972 compared to a 21.782, and right now, again, Caden Brown is catching. I think the heat race comes back to mind, guys, between these 2 drivers. I think Caden Brown, he wants a bit of blood right now as Cardwell makes a mistake. He gets the cushion on the outside, and up goes Caden Brown. He says, thank you very much. This time by Racing, we've still got 21 laps to go as Cardwell goes back to the bottom side.
Well, Caden Brown has showed his hand. And Cardwell will be looking her way around. As I say that, in third at the moment, Aaron Kelly and Harry Stewart. For 4th and 5th at the moment. Third is actually Aaron Hodgson. So he's actually doing quite well, Brett.
Just have a look at a sneaky little number 7 machine bowl on the top side.
Oh, he's coming. That is for sure. He's right on that tail tank of Dixon. Going down into 3, gets the pass done on the back straightaway. So he advances up to 5th. So Harris Stewart and Aaron Kelly will be the next 2 possible victims. But Brett, at the moment, the battle's on out front as Caden Brown loses the lead.
Well, no surprise to see Hayden Cardwell pass Caden Brown on the top side yet again. He says twice in one night, I've got your number at the moment. Now you can see that is just completed lap 15 of 102. You take away 3 laps at the start. So we've essentially completed 12 of the 30. We've still got 18 to run. So again, when the lap counter gets to 33, that's when the white flag is going to come back out. Brown trying everything in his power to get back by Hayden Cardwell for Slick Sim Sports. We'll go back and take a look at 4th, 5th and 6th right now. It's Stewart, Kelly and Goodyear. Stewart and Kelly stay low down into turn number 1 and 2. Goodyear working the top side right now. The right rear just digging into the cushion, and that car just bouncing its way through the turns. That is a fine line to run, Ricey.
Oh, he was on the edge. He was on that wicked edge into 3 and 4. As he going to turn number 1 right now, Jock Goodyear. He's railing that top side completely. So we're on board right now with Jock Goodyear. going to turn 3 and 4. That shot there, Brett. Oh, he's getting bouncy once again. Whoa! But he's approaching the back of Aaron Kelly. So he's going to probably draw with him close on the back straightaway.
That was 15 down, 15 to go. So we are half race distance already. Yet to see the yellow flag. We've still got 20 cars on the lead lap. And as we stay on board right now with the Slick Sim Sport, you can just see the car, the right rear digs into the cushion. You see the run that he gets on Aaron Kelly on the top side of the racetrack. And this 7 machine, he is a roll on the top right now. Personally, I'd love to see a yellow just for the simple fact that I want to see Brown, Cardwell and Goodger go at it. Stewart now, he's decided to go upstairs. We're looking at 13 to run that time by.
Well, as you're saying that, Brett, Caden Brown has levelled with Cardwell. So he goes into turn 3 and 4 right now on the bottom side and takes away that lead only just, but Cardwell on the outside of him will get the run and he will re-inherit the race lead. So this battle up front, Brett, is on between these two drivers as Cardwell steadying that ship into turn 1 and 2, using that kind of mid-groove in the marbles to his advantage. But Caden Brown back on the inside. This battle is not over.
Now this race for the lead right now between two young superstars. They are showing why they are the best in the business right now. Caden Brown, well, he has put everything in his power. He done this last week, remember, racing at Fairbury. He was good for the first probably 2/3 of the race and then just sort of fell off at Fairbury. I get the feeling that if this race stays green, that 097, he may just visit victory lane, but I know one Slick Sim Sports number 9 backup car of Hayden Cardwell. He'll have something to say about that one. Racing, we've got 10 to go that time by.
So the race is still on between these two drivers as Cardwell goes back to the bottom. Goes to mid-groove and Caden Brown on the top side. He's running that top pretty well, but I'm pretty sure he'll just get the run, and that was very close, but I'm going to give it to Cardwell to lead that lap as he still maintains that first spot at the moment as Caden Brown still looking for a way around once again. But third is Harry Stewart, and then fourth is Hodgson. Fifth is Kelly. Sixth is Steen, and I don't know where our Jock Goodyear went.
I'm pretty sure he out there forward. I'm going to say he jumped the cushion. Just looking at the timing and scoring screen, it's got him in 19th position. So again, not entirely sure, but again, just an assumption that he would have jumped that cushion the way and how hard he was driving that top side of the racetrack. There was, yes, a positional change about 3 or 4 laps ago. Harry Stewart by Aaron Hodgson. And Harry Stewart, I'm going to say, is one of the quickest cars on the racetrack at the moment. Although that last lap time by, seen Hayden Cardwell a 10th quicker than Caden Brown. We're just coming in right now to complete lap 27 of 33. 6 laps left to run in this A main event, and it is Hayden Cardwell, Caden Brown. How about the Americans? They are looking for 4 wins in the main event over the past 4 weeks. It's been a clean sweep of April for Uncle Sam's men. And can Hayden Cardwell, can he continue the tradition? 4 laps left to go. That make that 5, in fact, that time by.
So still, so race control was in my ear there, saying white flag at lap 33 to the drivers, but Hayden Cardwell still out in front. And then you got Caden Brown. He was using that top side. I think he was just doing some looking up there, trying to get some more speed off the corner. But it is still Cardwell, Brett. If he picks this up, it'll be win number 2, because he won last week as well at Fairbury, as you said before, Brett. So it'll be USA dominance probably for the last month. But the action is still not over. Caden Brown has caught up, and he's nearly leveling close.
3 to go in that time by. We're looking at 1.5 miles around the Knoxville Raceway, the famous and virtual sprint car capital of the world. The mighty Midgets have taken to the racetrack here. Caden Brown up on the inside, trying to get the race lead up for turn number 4. 2 laps left to run here in tonight's main event. Brown and Caldwell side by side through turn number 1 and 2. It's America's best up against Australia's best. Can Uncle Sam? Can they go 4 in a row? We'll find out here on the next lap racing. We're about to go 30 green flag laps. Brown and Caldwell. Brown got a little too sideways there on the exit of turn number 4. The white flag is out. Final time in tonight's main event around Knoxville. Brown and Caldwell continue as Caldwell gets the run out of turn number 2. In the 3 and 4 for the final time, they will race it off for turn number 4. Who is going to have it? Brown and Caldwell. Caldwell's going to get the win, and Uncle Sam and Hayden Caldwell will visit victory lane once again. What a race between Caldwell and Brown. 1 and 2. Harry Stewart coming home in 3rd. Holy cow. Ricey, another race that goes flag to flag. We've seen this a number of times already this season. Unfortunately, Australia and New Zealand, they've got to do something. They've got to find something else in the arsenal, because if it's not Ricky Sanders, it's Hayden Caldwell.
Exactly, mate. And well done to Hayden Caldwell. What a drive. And that battle with Caden Brown just goes to show the calibre of racing between these two. You can't discount at all the bigness of the track as well, because, you know, sometimes it's a gripe to race at big tracks, but Knoxville has put on a show, that's for sure, Brett. So I'll guess we'll pick up with Hayden Caldwell and co here very shortly as he's driving into victory lane. Brett here, Hayden Caldwell parks the car on the Knoxville Raceway podium.
Well, rightly so too.
Absolutely, that was a massive drive. So Brett, I'm not sure if we'll take a break or if we'll just get the drivers in now, but
Look,
I'll leave that up to you.
These three guys are ready to go. So we are going to lock that channel of. Can you just?
Okay.
Alright, so we are going to go down and chat with our top 3. Hayden Caldwell, Caden Brown and Harry Stewart. Let's bring in your winner here tonight, driving for Slick Sim Sports in car number 9. He does it from the pole position. Hayden Caldwell. Hayden, congratulations on this victory. One that was really good. You and Caden Brown put on an absolute stellar performance here tonight.
Yeah, for sure. Props to Caden. He was in the Discord with us tonight. Heck of a race. I really couldn't tell if anybody else was close to us because me and him were just going at it for those 30 green flag laps. And I honestly didn't know if I was going to have fuel, so I tried slider line those two laps. I really didn't feel comfortable. And whatever I had there at the end, Caden might have been faster, but that's all I had right there at the end, just rolling straight to the middle. It was fun though.
Well, that was a tough 30 laps, a race that went checking it, wire to wire. Did you expect to have maybe 1 or 2 cautions in that one, or were we sort of just hoping that this was going to go, green to checker all the way and pull away from the rest of the field?
I always would think that there would be a couple cautions, but the drivers obviously in this A main were the best of the best in midgets here. So, I was thinking there was going to be a caution, but not having one, I think it would have worked out because Harry was turning off some good laps David mentioned, and, I think it just would have restacked the field, and, we might have caught more cautions if the field had restacked. So you never know.
All right, buddy. Well, you make it 2 in a row. You get the win last week at Fairbury. You get another one win here tonight at the Knoxville Raceway. That's 4 in a row for Americans over the last 4 weeks. We'll let you get out of here, Hayden. We'll let you thank some sponsors and some people before we let you go too, buddy.
Just can't thank everybody on Slick Sim Sport for helping me out, bringing me aboard. They do a lot. Can't thank JDR Graphics, JD Laird, he does a lot. David Heilman with the spot tonight, Jason Webb Racing, and Vanderbilt Race Cars, and all you guys for the broadcast, and Alan and everybody at the league. It's fun for us Americans to come out here and have some fun.
One more. When are you getting this? When are you getting this year wrap done? Because I'm sick of seeing Berkeley's car in victory lane.
Wait, what?
What?
Wait, what did you say? What did you say? Sorry. What did you say?
I said, when are you getting this new wrap in the midget? Because I'm sick of seeing Berkeley's car in victory lane.
Ask Joel.
Yeah, mate.
Talking about it.
You
He wants to see the 9-car win. He wants to see the 9-car win. So he's got to put me behind the wheel.
Yeah, look, hashtag favouritism for Berkeley. Anyhow, Hayden, congratulations on the win, buddy. We'll hopefully see you back next week.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
All right, there we go. Hayden Cardwell there, your winner here tonight. We'll chat to the driver that comes home second, but boy, oh boy, didn't he put on a show with Hayden Cardwell. I almost forgot his name then. Caden Brown, second spot tonight. Caden, congratulations on this second place. One that was bittersweet, but one that went down right to the wire in the 30-lap main event.
No, yeah, exactly right. Obviously, me and Hayden had a good race, but obviously I come off second best there. But it was really cool to race with a driver of his caliber. He's done a lot of laps. He's won a lot of races, so it was cool to be up the front with him. But just didn't have enough. I think he outclassed me a bit there. But it's cool to get an MSL podium for our new team, DMS Sim Sports. So can't thank all the boys enough, and MG Contracting for coming on board. It's a good start for our team.
You started... Well, you were 8th highest in points. You go into the pole shot where you get the third, you silly boy, you run out of fuel.
Yeah, exactly right. Obviously, there was a good pole shuffle lineup. I wasn't thinking I was going to make it that far, so I went light to try and just snag a few spots to further up the grid. But I actually surprised myself. Our setup was really good there, and it kind of rolled the bottom really nice. It rolled slider line nice, so I was actually really surprised. And yeah, it sucks that we ran out of fuel, but I was happy that I was able to start out of position 3 on the bottom, and yeah, just roll the bottom the whole race, and yeah, it was pretty cool.
Through the heats and through the B mains, it almost looked like the top was the place to be. You get to the pole shuffle, you sort of go upstairs in the first couple, but then you go down low. I think it was in your third pole shuffle race. Obviously, that sort of set the trend. Do you kind of wish you sort of maybe let that bottom side just not be there during those pole shuffle races to try that different line during the main event, or just happens to be what it was?
Yeah, I'm happy for it to be what it was. Obviously, I've ran a lot of laps at Knoxville over the years, and I've kind of knew that the bottom was going to come in at some point. Obviously, midgets, they don't have as much power as a 410 sprinter, so the top gets a bit too far around no matter how much moisture's up there. So yeah, it was pre-planned before I come into the race tonight, and yeah, I just showed my plan. I guess a bit too early to some, but I'm happy with how it went. No regrets.
Well, Caden, second spot here tonight in the Russian Racing Midget Super League. We'll let you get out of here and celebrate, and again, we'll let you thank some sponsors and some people once again.
Yeah, just can't thank all the boys back at DMS Sim Sports enough. Obviously, it's a new team coming into this week, and Aaron, our teammate, he won ends at Asara on Monday. Then we got a podium in MSL tonight, which is really cool. And yeah, can't thank Mitchell G from MG Contracting for coming aboard as well. So yeah, it's a good start to our team. Hopefully, we can continue on and try and plug away and get some more wins.
All right, there we go. Caden Brown, ladies and gentlemen, home in second spot. Home in third spot tonight, driving the United Sim Sports, the number 11 machine, the dentist. I almost forgot your name then. Harry Stewart. Harry, congratulations. Third place. Well, I mean, where do we start on this one? You start, I don't even know where you started. Where'd you start? Second.
Yeah.
You fall back to about 5th, 6th there at one stage, and then all of a sudden you find yourself up in a podium and probably about a second and a half off the guys up the front. Were you hoping sort of a yellow came late in that one to maybe challenge for that race lead?
Yeah, I was hoping there was a yellow like as soon as I got clear of Hodgie, but I was pretty garbage at the start. Didn't really know what I was doing. I was trying to get to the bottom, but just couldn't. Made a couple of mistakes. So.
Where did you have this car? Where did you have this United Sim Sports number 11 machine set up for? Top, bottom? Was there a particular line you wanted to run?
Sort of hoping for slider line, but I only ran there in 3 and 4. 1 and 2 was a bit scary. Saw on the dash, I kind of murdered myself, but I tried to set it up. Well, Brad set it up for the slider line, I think. But yeah, it came in good in the middle in 1 and 2, and then slider 3 and 4. Didn't have enough time or laps or the yellows.
Sort of just going back on it now, could you have done anything differently, whether it be in the race or on the setup that might have propelled you 1 or 2 spots higher on the podium?
Probably if I didn't go to the top in 1 and 2 and lose a couple positions there, but I don't know, never know now. But yeah, I guess there's things I could have done different, but I'm still happy with the podium, just consistently getting points, which is all I need for the championship. So still happy.
All right. Well, Harry, congratulations on third place finish here tonight. We'll let you get out of here and let you thank some sponsors before we let you go.
Just like to thank everyone at MSL for putting this on each week. You guys for broadcasting. Everyone at United Sim Sports. Valvoline, Too Easy Finance, West End Mazda, Paramount Isuzu Ute, and Ultimate Dirt TV.
All right, there we go. Harry Stewart, their home in... Don't know why... I went to move Harry out, but obviously I'd move myself out. But yeah, Harry Stewart home in third place. Ricey, thank you for your time here in the booth. It's been a pleasure as always, and hopefully we'll see you back next week once again. In fact, no, next week we're off, I think.
Yeah, I think.
I think we're off, so maybe a couple of weeks' time, eh? What do you reckon?
Yeah, well, I think all focus now turns to World E-Series Sprint Cars. But Brett, thank you very much for your attendance here tonight and helping me along with different other things with the broadcast. But yeah, I'll be back in a couple of weeks.
All right, that'll wrap us up here from the Knoxville Raceway. Big thanks to, of course, Rush Sim Racing. Big thanks to Midget Super League, 87 Creative, and, of course, Cush Clothing Co. as well. Without their support, none of this is possible each and every Wednesday night. A big thanks to Wicked Cushion, World of Thunder Racing League, DirtFan.com, iRace Wraps, ISBC Broadcasting, and Critical Hit Baits. On behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV and the management behind the scenes, we are live again tomorrow night. I believe we're in fact going to be live for the Perth Motorplex stuff, so keep an eye out on our Facebook page or the Perth Motorplex page as well. And until next time, this is Brett Whelan on behalf of James Rice. We say farewell and good night.